Good afternoon. This is a quick message to my favorite person in the whole wide world. Okay, not my favorite. Everyone's my favorite, but you know what I mean. So, why doesn't anybody say anything nice about Netanyahu? Well, let's take a minute to do so. So, what's the nicest thing he's done? Well, he stood at the Waldorf Astoria in Jerusalem with his wife Sarah beside him, and he told a room full of Christian leaders that the Judeo-Christian tradition is the foundation of Western civilization. He said it's the source of the sanctity of life, the sanctity of individual life, the idea of freedom. He did not have to say that. He was not speaking to a Jewish audience. He was not speaking to an Israeli audience. He was speaking, he was not speaking to an Israeli audience. He was speaking to them, and he meant it. Sorry, I'm just so excited. He protected, Netanyahu did, the Christians in Bethlehem. And I'm going to quote what he said. He said it plainly when he said, "You can light Christmas trees in Nazareth, but in Bethlehem, the birthplace of Jesus, when Israel left and the Palestinian Authority came in, the Christian majority shrank from 80% to under 20% because there was no more Israel to protect them." He's protecting us. That's why we like him. And he's nice. So that is not a political statement trying to get votes or to be liked. He's telling you a fact over there. The Christians in Bethlehem thrived under Israeli control. They were hunted under Palestinian control. They're going to hear me now. And Netanyahu knows. He said it out loud. He called out the campaign of lies against Israel. He said Israel is now portrayed as the enemy of Christians, and the enemy of Christians are portrayed as the friends of the United States. Isn't that weird? They're killing us here in Africa, but no one wants to talk about it. Like, are you serious? No wonder I had to go undercover. Yeah, I always embed myself. It's funny though, I always embed myself, and I tell people I'm embedding myself, and then they let me embed myself again. It's like Scream. When Ghostface goes to Sydney, yeah, it looks like you fingered the wrong guy. Again. Yeah. Because humans are dumb. That's why I like Netanyahu. He's clever. He's smart. And he was talking at that speech about the same forces that fund Hamas. You see, we're trying to help you, ass. We have a life too, but we try to tell y'all what's going on here. Listen to Nancy there. She told you about the brother husband. Yeah, I told you in the comedy special. Even this is a comedy special. I'm a comedian. I have a degree for comedy. So Netanyahu was talking about the same forces that fund Hamas, the same forces that burn churches in Egypt, the same forces that execute Christians in Iran. And he named them, and he didn't flinch. Now, I had a dream, I told you. I saw as soon as they start burning artifacts, and Bill Gates was there, the world is over. That's all I saw. Okay, there was other stuff, and also there was something I can't say, but it's a reason why I chose Anakin, because I saw something that, yeah. But it's someone who looks like that. So y'all better put it in the AI, because that's what I need the AI for. Okay, to find that particular person. Okay, so when Netanyahu said that, he wasn't scared of what was going to happen, because he's brave, just like Rose, just like Vivian. Yes, we had a long chat in the realms. I get it now. Netanyahu told the world that Christians are safe in Israel. He said the only place in the Middle East where the Christians are fully safe, not just to engage in their faith, but to do more than that, to be gay, to flourish, to thrive, is in Israel. And that's not an opinion, that's a report. And also I saw it. And also I was gonna see it in 2016, and then I had a vision of what was happening now and I stayed home. But the Coptic Christians in Egypt are attacked. Syrian Christians are displaced. Nancy Cohen is running around with the Underground Railroad like Harriet Tubman, saving them. Iraqi Christians are extinct now. Lebanese Christians are immigrating. Shout out to Ali. In Israel, the Christian population is growing. Not that Ali's, I'm just saying hi to him. Now, Netanyahu invoked the book of Isaiah. And when he invoked the book of Isaiah, he quoted it. And do you know what he said when he quoted it? He said, violence shall no more be heard in your land. Desolation nor destruction within your borders. But you shall call your walls salvation and your gates praise. He could have quoted any passage, but he chose the one that promises peace for all people. Not just the Jewish people, not just Israelis, for everyone. He defended Christian access to their holiest sites. He said the only place in the Middle East where Christians are fully safe to engage in their faith, to flourish, to thrive, is Israel. And he was right. Jordan restricts Christians worshipping. Egypt restricts church building. Saudi Arabia bans public Christian prayer. Israel protects the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. It protects the Mount of Beatitudes. It protects the Via Dolorosa. He thanked Christians for standing with Israel during the war. In a Christmas video message, he said, "You stood with us with resilience, consistency, and strength as Israel defends our civilization against the forces of barbarism." Exactly. That's the point. He wasn't pandering. He was acknowledging Christians around the world were attacked for supporting Israel. They lost friends. They lost followers. Naveen's veil. They lost money. Netanyahu saw it and he thanked them. He called us Israel's greatest friends. He said there is no greater partnership than the state of Israel and the believing Christians around the world. He said it at the White House. He said it in Jerusalem. He said it when it was popular. And he said it when it was not. Christmas 2024. As rockets flew from Gaza, as the world turned against Israel, Netanyahu recorded a video message for Christians everywhere. He did. And he didn't talk about politics. He did not talk about settlements. He did not talk about borders. He said, "From Jerusalem, the city of peace, I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year." April 2025. He sat with Paula White, the senior advisor to the White House Faith Office, and gave an interview to the Christian Daystar television network. He said, "The only place in the Middle East where Christians are fully safe to engage in their faith, to flourish, to thrive, is in Israel." September 2025. He stood beside Donald Trump and quoted Genesis 12:3. "Those who will bless you will be blessed, and those who will curse you will be cursed." He was not quoting for Jews. He was quoting for evangelicals. He was speaking their language. He was honoring their covenant. Throughout his career, Netanyahu cultivated a relationship with evangelical Christians that no Israeli leader before him ever attempted. He spoke at their conferences. He welcomed their leaders. He treated them as partners, not as allies of convenience. The nicest thing Netanyahu has done for Christians is not a single act. It is a lifetime of acts. He protected them. He honored us. He partnered with us. He is a Star Marine because he understands something that most politicians simply do not. That the battle is not between nations. The battle has been always between civilizations, between those who believe in the sanctity of life, individual freedom, and the Judeo-Christian tradition, and those who do not. He chose his side, and he never wavered. There's the ocean. The star is still moving. The waters are receding. The crab is putting its home down. And Benjamin Netanyahu is a Star Marine. God bless you and Godspeed. HIM 013 transmission locked. The truth does not need a vote. Vigeli version 3.5.7 out.